ಶ್ರೀ ಗಣೇಶ ಶಾರದಾ ಗುರುಭ್ಯೋ ನಮಃ. ರಾಮಾಯ ರಾಮಭದ್ರಾಯ ರಾಮಚಂದ್ರಾಯ ವೇದಸೆ ರಘುನಾಥಾಯ ನಾಥಾಯ ಸೀತಾಯ ಪತಯೇ ನಮಃ. Welcome to all for this session on Ramayana to chapter 37 of Kishkindha Kanda. In the previous chapters, we saw Lakshmana initially being angry towards Sugriva for not keeping up with his promise, but on being pacified and convinced by Tara, Lakshmana too realized that Sugriva is not at fault. And at the same time, Sugriva's humility brought Lakshmana down to him and he embraced him, saying that Sugriva is a real true friend. And then at the end, Lakshmana asked for the excuses for the harsh words that he used against Sugriva. Hearing the words of the magnanimous Lakshmana, Sugriva said to Hanuman, who stood near, "Call together all those who inhabit the heights of Mahendra, Himavat, Vindhya, Kailasa, and Mandara mountains, as also those from the peak of Mount Pandu and the five hills, those who dwell on the mountains that are bright as the dawn, those who inhabit the furthest shores of the sea in the western region, those on the mountains in the mansions of the sun, those formidable monkeys who have taken refuge in the Padmachala woods, those monkeys resembling clouds of collyrium who possess the strength of the Lord of elephants, who dwell on the Anjana hill, those possessing the splendor of gold, inhabiting the caves of Mahashaila mountains, and those who frequent the slopes of Mount Meru, as well as those dwelling on the Mount Dhumra, those who possess the brilliance of the rising sun of immense bounds, who on the Mount Maharuna drink the heady wine Myreya, those who dwell in the vast, fair, and fragrant forests with their charming glades, where the ascetics' hermitages are found, with the aid of fleetest of monkeys, summon them all from every quarter of the world by means of gifts and conciliation. Already I have sent out messengers who are famed for their agility, yet in order to expedite matters further, let them be followed by other emissaries. Bring those leaders of monkeys also who are lazy or given over to pleasure. If they have not responded to my appeal in 10 days, they will suffer the death penalty for infringing the royal command. Let those lions among monkeys under my dominion carry out my orders with all speed in their hundreds and thousands of millions resembling mountains of mist shrouding the heavens. Let those excellent monkeys of terrifying aspect come at my call. Let all the monkeys who are acquainted with the way scour the earth, call them together at my command with all speed. At the words of the monkey king, at the words of the Vanara emperor, the son of the wind, dispatch groups, that is Hanuman, immediately dispatched groups of intelligent monkeys to every quarter, setting out to that region traversed by Vishnu by the paths frequented by birds and stars. The monkeys, under the commands of their sovereign, set forth immediately. Scouring the seas, mountains, forests, and lakes, they called all the different monkeys together to help Rama. When these monkeys heard of Sugriva's order, a very death warrant, they in fear at once set out for Kishkindha. Those of the Plavangama tribe, who were as black as collyrium, filled with energy, came from the Mount Anjana to the number of 3 crores to join Rama. Those who frolicked on the high hills where the sun sets shining like gold offered themselves in 10 crores. From the heights of Mount Kailasa, Monkeys whose color resembled a lion's mane come to the number of 1,000, and those who lived on fruits and roots who dwell on Himavat came in tens of millions, while those terrible apes of fearful deeds resembling burning coals descended in haste from the Vindhya mountain in thousands of millions. Those who dwelt on the shores of the White Sea, the dwellers of the Tamala forest, and those who fed on coconuts could not be numbered. From woods, caves, and rivers, a vast army of monkeys issued forth, who seemed able to drink up the sun's rays. Now, those mighty monkeys who had gone out in all haste to spur others on found a great tree growing on the summit of Mount Himavat. In ancient times, on the divine and sacred peak, a great sacrifice had been performed, which found favor with Mahadeva, who satisfied all the desires of the gods. Thereafter, many varieties of fruit and roots resembling ambrosia had sprung up in that quarter from the sacred offerings of the grain and seed, and those who partook of them had no need to further sustenance for the period of a whole month. It means those who eat it doesn't require any other food for a full 1 month. When those foremost among the monkeys gathered those celestial fruits and roots with the medicinal herbs from that place of sacrifice, and they brought fragrant flowers also to please Sugriva. Having called all the monkeys of the world together, those chosen messengers returned with speed at the head of their troops, and soon those fleet and spirited monkeys had returned to Kishkindha, where Sugriva was, and they presented him with the fruits, herbs, and roots that they had gathered, saying, "We have scoured the mountains, rivers, and forests. All the monkeys of the earth have come at your call." These words pleased Sugriva, the king of the monkey tribe, who freely accepted all the gifts they had brought. Thus ended chapter 37 of Kishkindha Kanda in Ramayana, where Sugriva could able to prove in front of Lakshmana about his call for the entire army of Vanaras, who started assembling at his command immediately. Namaste Sharada Devi, Kashmira Puramasini, Twamaham Prarthaye Nityam, Vidya Danancha Dehime. Bye.